Okay, so I know this sounds a little bit dramatic, but the small items I'm about to show you in this video have changed my life for the better, and hopefully they can do the same for you. If this video does help you out, please do drop it a like, and now that's all out the way, let's get right into it. Do you struggle with making everyday decisions? Because if so, you're just like me. I can't decide what to have for dinner, what to do at the weekend, what crappy show to watch on Netflix next, and the list goes on. But one thing that's made a huge difference in my life in this area is this tiny book. So this is a pocket decision book, and on every page there's a yes or a no. So whenever I can't make up my mind on something, I always grab this book and I ask it a question, flick through the pages, and then whatever the book says goes. I know it might sound a little bit childish, but this book has been life-changing for me, and the cover is showing signs of wear. That's how much I use it. So yeah, if you're someone who struggles to make everyday decisions like I do, then this book can really help you out. If you're someone who finds it hard to block out background noise, or you find some social environments too loud and overwhelming, then give Loop earplugs a go. I use these when I want to hear what the person I'm with is saying, but I don't want to hear all the background noise. I get distracted really easily, and I find it really hard to focus when there's too much going on. And the model I've got here is the Engage 2 model, but Loop do a load of different types for different environments. So for example, if you like going to gigs, but you find them really loud, or you just want to protect your ears, then they have an experience range for that. I haven't personally tried those out myself yet, but I get dragged to gigs that I don't really like that much sometimes, so they might be great in that situation. Actually, they also do earplugs for sleeping, so they block out even more sound. So maybe I'll wear them to gigs that I really hate. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, if you struggle with noise sensitivity or you're a light sleeper like me, then definitely look into these and give them a go. So when you're out and about having a lovely day out, you might decide to grab some food from somewhere. And that sounds lovely, doesn't it? But what's not lovely is when you get some food and the only cutlery available at the vendor is wooden cutlery, and then it ruins the whole meal. Now I know wooden cutlery is a lot better for the environment than plastic cutlery, but I absolutely hate the texture of it. Eating off it literally sends shivers down my spine. Even thinking about it now makes me shiver. I absolutely hate it. And I know this is a bit of a personal one, but I know there's a lot of people out there who absolutely hate wooden cutlery as well. So if that's you, then this one's for you. So what I do now is I always carry around portable cutlery with me, just in case I ever need it. And again, I know this sounds very childish, but it also prevents waste. So who's the child now? And I've even got a metal fork for fish and chips because I absolutely love fish and chips. But when you're out and about and you get some, they always give you a wooden fork, and it completely destroys the meal. Anyway, I know this is a bit of a weird one, and it's probably the weirdest one on this list, but I'll link all the cutlery that I use in the description box if you're interested. But let's move on. Now, if you don't own noise-cancelling headphones, you need to change that. I honestly couldn't live without mine, and once you get a pair, you'll wonder how you coped without them. I do anyway. But these are great for the gym, they're great for a noisy plane or train journey, and they're also great for your own home. The neighbours are currently having some building work done next door, so these are an absolute lifesaver at the moment. But yeah, the headphones that I use are the Sony XM4s. I've had them for years and years now, and I absolutely love them. You don't need these ones, you can buy some other noise cancelling headphones. There's loads out there, but I would highly recommend these. The next time you're on a flight or on a train journey and there's a baby screaming in the background, you're gonna thank yourself that you bought yourself a pair of noise cancelling headphones. Trust me. Now, I think everyone can benefit from a small or medium-sized sling bag, so if you don't have one yet, think about getting one. They're easy to carry, you can just flip them around your back and forget about them, and they can add some nice detail to any outfit. I used to be someone who would cram their phone, their keys, their wallet, whatever I had on me into my pockets, and I looked like, well, someone who had way too much stuff in their pockets, basically. And when you have too much stuff in your pockets, not only is it uncomfortable because you've got your keys digging into your leg, it also makes your trousers drape horrendously, and we don't want that. So if you get yourself a bag, not only are you going to be more comfortable, you can carry around more stuff, and you're going to look a lot better too. And to the men out there who comment, "I'm not carrying around a handbag or a purse," then enjoy your uncomfortable bulging trousers that drape horribly. You can also carry around every small item from this video in your bag, just like I do, so you're always prepared for everything. For something affordable that looks good, Uniqlo have this bag that's very popular, and they come in a load of different colours, and for under £15, you can't go wrong. The bag that I use on the daily is from Arcs, and even though it is more expensive, it's got some really nice details and it's really well made. And yeah, I use it every day and it's been great. But there's so many great bags out there to choose from, and if you do want me to make a bag video, I'll do one. So let me know if you want to see that and I'll get on it. Before I had a skincare routine, my skin was often spotty and dry and sometimes painful. And even though it's not perfect these days, it's so much better. And a large part of that comes down to the SPF moisturizer that I use. And if you're not using this stuff, it doesn't have to be this exact stuff, but if you're not using SPF moisturizer, you need to start using it. Not only does it keep my face moisturized and moist, it also keeps it protected from the sun. And if you do want to check out my skincare routine, it's a really simple routine. I only use 3 products, but I'll leave the video I did on it in the description box if you want to check it out. But yeah, out of those 3 products that I use, if I had to choose one, it would be an SPF. We've probably all seen that photo of the truck driver where half of his face is always in the sun and the other half is on the inside of his cabin, so in the shadows basically. And the side that's always in the sun has a lot of sun damage and it's aged a lot more than the other side. So that shows how important protecting your face from the sun is. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and lecture you on the importance of SPF. You probably all use it by now, and if you don't, maybe you need a good lecturing. But check out my skincare video if you haven't started using it yet. But let's move on. Now, a camera might sound like a bit of a random thing for this video, but it can honestly change your life. You can capture memories on it, you can start creative projects on it, and you can even start a YouTube channel like I did. But ever since I started taking photos, I'm starting to notice things that I'd normally ignore. The way light hits certain objects differently, random puddles that I'd usually step in because I'm too distracted by my phone, and while I'm there, I may as well take a quick picture of the puddle, because why not? There's beauty in everything if you look hard enough, even in the McDonald's logo. But I just think a camera can help you appreciate the smaller things in life a lot more and allow you to be a lot more present. On the flip side, it might make you start taking photos and then uploading them to Instagram, and then you spend even more time on your phone because you're checking for likes. But let's not think about this point like that. Let's think about it as a camera allows you to be more present and notice things around you a lot more. Yeah, let's move on. The next one isn't a physical product, but it's made the biggest impact on my life, so I have to talk about it. Now, I know it can get expensive spending money on a gym membership each month, but I'd rather you do that than buy any item of clothing that I've ever recommended on this channel. I think it's a lot more important. And once you start going to the gym consistently and lifting weights and doing cardio, you're gonna feel like a new person. It will help everything else in your life fall into place. I know this sounds dramatic again, but it did for me. As soon as I started taking care of my body, that also took care of my mind, and then everything else kind of fell into place. Hopefully that makes sense. It's honestly one of the best investments that you can make in yourself, and I'm not trying to say that it's going to fix everything, but it will make things a lot easier to deal with. But I hope these small items help make your life easier and more enjoyable, like they have mine. If you haven't seen one of these 2 videos yet, then don't bother watching them, they're awful. I'm only joking, they're great. If you haven't seen them yet, I think you'll like them, check them out. Thanks for hanging out with me today, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, like and subscribe as well. Until next time, I will see you later.